Hello, dear young minds. Welcome back to PhysicsPoint. This is the best way to learn your physics concepts. We have already completed two chapters that is motion and force and laws of motion. All right, and we'll keep on updating you. And I already told you the third chapter will be gravitation. And before that, we'll have some concepts based upon this force. All right. Now, if you look at this person, he is floating, right? He is floating in the water. All right. So, this person he is floating in the water. How it is possible? I mean, what is happening here? Now, look at this. I mean, this person is floating. Why? What is the reason for that? And these two people, I mean, if you observe this, I mean, this person is standing inverted, reversed, standing inverted on his head. And this girl, I mean this is a girl, no, I guess, yes, I mean she is not able to stand. I mean she is about to fall. She is about to fall. Why? What is the reason for that? All right. And similarly, look at this. There is a game of tug of war. All right, there is a game of tug of war. These two people, these together, these are applying 500 Newton, and these two people are applying 450 Newton. Here, two people are pulling it, and here only one person is pulling it. What are these? Right. So these images brings us to the concept of balanced forces and unbalanced force. Balanced forces. Alright, so what is the meaning of balanced forces? Look at this. For example, there is a body. Okay, there is a body here. Now, for example, if you apply 100 Newton of force from this side, there is a person standing here. He is applying 100 Newton, and there is one more person who is also applying 100 Newton of force. So these are called as what? Balanced forces. All right, these are going to balance each other. This 100 Newton and this 100 Newton will balance each other, and ultimately this body will remain at rest only. All right, it will remain at rest only. So these kind of forces are called balanced forces. So it is like equal and opposite forces. Equal and opposite forces are called balanced forces. All right. So dear children, please take out your pen and notebook and start to make notes. All right. The same thing is happening here. Look at this. In this diagram, what is happening? I mean, this boy's body is there. No, it is applying some weight downwards. Okay, this is the gravitational force. No, weight means gravitational force. We'll study in detail about this weight in gravitation chapter. And this water is there. No, whatever water is there, this water will apply some force upward. All right, so this will apply some upward force. This is known as buoyant force. What is this? A buoyant force. The force due to this any liquid is called buoyant force. For example, if this weight downward is for example 100 Newton, then buoyant force should also be 100 Newton, so that this boy floats. Otherwise, it's not possible. Same is the case here. This girl is applying the weight downward. All right, here is the weight, and this floor is there. No, it is applying some force upward. Same force. Okay, same force. So this is called as I mean normal reaction. There is a one word for that. That word is normal reaction. This will study in higher classes. Right now, there is no need to worry about this normal reaction and all. All right. So the weight 100 Newton weight is downward. Same is the case with normal reaction. 100 Newton of normal reaction is upwards. All right. Now look at this. I mean here what is happening in this case, 450 Newton this side, 500 Newton this side, 500 Newton and 450 Newton. So is this balanced force? No. So this kind of force is known as what? Unbalanced force. All right, unbalanced force. I will give the definition of unbalanced force. Okay, and here also what kind of force it is? It is also unbalanced force, and this is also unbalanced force. All right, so balanced forces are like equal and opposite forces. I mean they are called as balanced force, and I gave you example. So this is example for balanced force, and here is also one example. All right, now these balanced forces keep the body keep the body at rest. Okay, they are they are not going to bring any motion. Balanced forces will keep the bodies at rest. Now how about unbalanced forces? Okay, unbalanced forces are like I mean, there is no proper definition for this. I mean, you can just say the forces which causes which causes the motion in a body, are called unbalanced forces. All right, so unbalanced forces means they have to cause motion in a body. For example, here is one body. All right, now here there is a boy who is applying like let us take it as 100 Newton, and there is one more boy, he is applying a forces of 80 Newton. Now where this body will move, definitely you can say that here this force is more, here this force is less. That's why the body will move in this direction with how much force? With 20 Newton force. All right, and sometimes you must be having these experiences, no? You have kept a table here. Okay, there is a table here on the ground. Now if you push it, then also this table is not moving. Why? Because for example, if you apply 10 Newton, this table is not moving because there is some friction here. Look at this with the floor, no? Here there is a floor. This floor will be applying some friction. So in that case, if it is not moving, this friction will also be 10 Newton. For example, if you increase the force to 20 Newton, then also it do not move. That means a 20 Newton friction. Friction is a self-adjusting. Okay, it will adjust itself according to your applied force. For example, you applied up to 30 Newton, 40 Newton, 50 Newton, you applied. It hasn't moved means, I mean, friction is also becoming 30 Newton, 40 Newton and 50 Newton. Even friction is also becoming like that. Now if you apply 51 Newton means the table will start to move forward, for example. What does it mean? That means this 50 Newton, whatever this 50 Newton is there, no? So whatever I wrote here 50 Newton. So this is the maximum friction. So what is this? This is the maximum friction. Now on this table, so if you draw this table, so if you are going for it, how much force you have applied here? 51 Newton you have applied, and how much friction is acting? The friction acting is 50 Newton. Therefore this table will move in this direction with force 1 Newton. All right, so I mean, these are the examples for this one, whatever I have explained here. So this is the example for what? This is the example for unbalanced force. Now how about all this? This is balanced force, because if you are applying 10 Newton, 10 Newton is adjusted, 20 Newton, 20 Newton is adjusted, up to 50 Newton, these are balanced forces. Once you have applied 51 Newton, here is the maximum friction, that is 50 Newton. So therefore the body will start to move in this direction. All right, so I hope the concept of unbalanced force is also clear. Unbalanced force means these are the forces which causes the motion in a body. All right, now how these are useful for us in the numericals. All right, so let me explain you how these are useful. For example, there is a body of mass 10 kg here. All right, so 10 kg. Now if they ask you, here there is a force of for example 50 Newton, and here there is a force of let me take a 30 Newton. All right, now it is very easy to say that it moves in this direction, that is for sure. Okay, so with how much force it will move? It will move with force of 20 Newton. So this 20 Newton is there. Now this 20 Newton is known as net force. Net means in total. All right, actually how much force is applied here? 50 Newton and 30 Newton, together it is 80 Newton. But look at this, I mean, ultimately on this 10 kg body, how much force is acted upon? I mean 20 Newton is acted upon. So that's why we write it as F net is equal to, how much is that? F net is equal to 20 Newton. All right, how about this mass of the body? Mass of this body is 10 kg. Now if you want to know if it is moving in this direction, it is moving in this direction, right? So if it is moving means it must be having some acceleration, no? With what acceleration it moves? So at that time we have to apply this force, F is equal to ma, right? So here F means what? What is the meaning of this F? This F is nothing but F net. All right, it is not that you have to consider this 50 Newton or you have to consider this 30 Newton. No, you have to consider this F net force. So that is like 20 Newton, because these are in opposite direction. No, 50 Newton minus 30 Newton is like 20 Newton. Alright, so I am going to substitute that. So F net is 20 and mass is 10 and acceleration we don't know. So acceleration is equal to, it becomes 20 divided by 10. 10 ones are 10 twos are, then value of acceleration become 2 meter per second square. See how there is a balanced and unbalanced concept is helping us to apply this Newton's second law of motion. Let me give you one more example. For example, there is a body of mass 100 kg here. Okay, now you have applied to one boy is there, he is applying a force of, for example, 100 Newton. All right, there was a boy, he was applying, and there came another boy. Okay, another boy came and he started applying for example another 50 Newton, another 50 Newton. Now where this body will move? The body will move in this direction only. If they are asking what is the acceleration, now acceleration is equal to question mark. Now what will you do? You have to write F net. Now this time what will be the F net? Don't you think it is 150 Newton? Why it is 150 Newton? Because together these are in the same direction. If it was in the opposite direction like this, which is not there right now, so if it is opposite direction, means in 100 you would have subtracted this 50. Correct, no? But right now that is not there. Both 100 Newton and 50 Newton are in the same direction. Both are in the same direction now. That's why we have to add them. Now what is the mass of this body? The mass of this body is 100 kg. Now how about acceleration? Now you are applying this force, no? F is equal to ma. Make it sure that you are applying a formula F net. You have to apply the formula F net, then only it will become correct. Okay, F net is 150 and mass is 100 into acceleration. All right, so acceleration is equal to 150 divided by 100. So 0 get cancelled. Acceleration will be 1.5 meter per second square. All right, I hope the concept of balanced force and unbalanced force is getting clear. Let me give you one more question so that the concept become crystal clear. Write down the question. A force of 250 Newton is applied on a body of mass 20 kg, and the body experiences a friction of 50 Newton during its motion. Find acceleration of the body. Very important question to clear this concept. Find acceleration of the body. All right, so let us have a look at this problem. What this problem is trying to say: a force of 250 Newton is applied on a body of mass 20 kg. All right, we can represent it. Here is 20 kg. Okay, so on this what we are applying? We are applying a force of 250 Newton. Okay, now and the body okay, we have to write and the body, right? And the body experiences a friction of 50 Newton. How will be the friction? Friction will be there in the opposite direction, no? I told you already, it is in contact with the floor. Here is the floor. Okay, due to that there will be friction. So what is this friction? This friction is 50 Newton. All right, now definitely the body will move in this direction with some acceleration. That's what they are asking. Why? Because it is more force and it is less force. Clear? Now let me write all the data. So how about F net? This time F net will be 250 minus 50, so that is 200 Newton. Directly also you can write. How about mass of the body? Mass of the body is 20 kg, and they are asking about acceleration. Now directly you can write F net is equal to mass into acceleration. Very important concept. Then F net is 200, mass is 20, and acceleration we don't know. 0 got cancelled. 2 ones are 2 tens are. So ultimately the value of acceleration is 10 meter per second square. All right. So I hope the concept of balanced forces and unbalanced forces is quite clear. And all these notes, whatever teachings we are doing, all these notes will get it in the description. In description, all notes and link for the previous videos, all are available. All right, make a good use of all those things, and whatever homework I give, please do that, and make it sure that you are liking these videos, because it's your likes which gives us a lot of motivation. And share these videos with your friends. All right, and comment down what you want to listen from us, whatever topic you want to listen from us, you can comment down. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because it is your subscription which will be giving us a lot of support to make all these videos. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and bye bye.